Doyle making it big in Hollywood, but who is it this time? Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the heart of London. Hope you're keeping well, and behind me, if you can just see that, this is of course the theatre of Wicked. That is the smash hit musical that's recently just celebrated 20 years here in London. I can't believe that I was at the opening night of that. Yeah, must have been about 10. Really, where has the time gone? It's a wonderful musical actually, if you get the chance to see it. Won't spoil the plot, but it is a bit of a darker theme, of course, to the very famous Wizard of Oz, but well worth the visit nonetheless. And it has a character that's totally green. Who does that remind you of? But moving back, of course, to one of your breaking ball stories of the day, this is actually nice, warm news, I've got to tell you. This is all because, of course, it focuses on Earl Spencer, the much loved and admired brother of the late and wonderful Princess Diana. Now, as we know, he's had recently a very tough time regarding that terrible situation with the BBC and, of course, that now, well, disgraceful behaviour of the BBC journalist Martin Bashir. But there is good news on the horizon, simply because it looks like he could become something of a movie mogul himself. This is all thanks to not one, but possibly 3 novels that he recently wrote. Now, here as ever where it gets interesting for me, because they could be now turned into movies, and he could be offered the role of executive producer. And more importantly, I'm guessing, but I think this would be a very good idea for the producers to offer him something of a cameo role. And even better, how nice would it be if those particular novels were in fact filmed at the famous Althorp House, where of course Diana grew up. It would be a real coup, of course, for royal fans. Now, Earl Spencer himself says it's very early days and simply doesn't want to jinx it. But it is nice to see that all the hard work that people put in with books, and as a writer myself, let me tell you, it is harder than it looks, that finally something can be turned into a big screen adventure, and more importantly, bring him some happiness, alongside of course his nephews, William and Harry, after such a terrible few years. Neil Sean in the heart of London.